Meghan Markle, she may have stepped down from royal duties more than 5 years ago, but she keeps taking aim at the monarchy. The Duchess of Sussex has made reportedly at least half a dozen swipes at the royal family this year, and it's only June.
Oprah reportedly walked away from Meghan Markle after Tyler Perry dragged her financial mess into the spotlight at the BET Awards. That's not some tabloid whisper. That's allegedly happening right now. And if it's true, it's not just a betrayal. It's a full-blown implosion. Oprah didn't just stop calling. Her entire team allegedly froze contact. No quotes, no follow-up, just silence. The woman who gave Meghan one of the most watched interviews in modern history, gone. In Hollywood, silence is louder than any statement. In this silence, it's screaming. Today, I'm breaking down the moment the mask slipped, the friendships cracked, and why this might be the biggest unraveling of Meghan's public image yet. Buckle up, because this is not just a rift, it's a reckoning. As if
her new company, the very first thing she said was, look, you know, when I had the TIG, which was her previous lifestyle website, you know, I loved cooking and I loved gardening and being a hostess, and that she basically said I had to keep my light under a bushel at this time because of the royal family. Then we get her show, her Netflix show.
Oh my gosh, I worked so hard.
Tyler Perry didn't hold back. At the 2025 BET Awards, during a tribute segment no less, he casually dropped a grenade, live, on stage. According to multiple insider accounts, Perry referenced his financial support for Meghan and dropped this line: "Some debts take longer to repay than others." Cameras cut to Meghan, her expression stiff, tight-lipped. Viewers online called it nuclear. No warning, no buffer. Just Perry flipping the script and turning the mic into a blade. The crowd went quiet, then gasped. And just like that, the long-rumored financial entanglements weren't whispers anymore. They were headlines. Tyler didn't name the exact amount.
Her creativity being stunted. She says that when, you know, she first, and, you know, as a result of the royal family, she says that when she became a mum, she would have thought that she'd be able to have a baby on her hip and give speeches. But then, you know, the whole drama and the pain and everything that was caused by being part of the royal family.
Press show her wearing pretty much every colour in the rainbow. The show opens with the claim that the royal family declined to comment on the series. That's another lie. The palace says it received one email from an unknown company and attempts to verify it with
But insiders estimate it could be in the six-figure range, maybe more. That moment didn't just call out debt. It torched the idea that everything behind Meghan's empire was squeaky clean. It changed the entire energy of the night. Almost immediately after Perry's statement, something else became just as noticeable: Oprah's absence. Her team, known for being tight with Meghan since the 2021 sit-down, allegedly pulled back fast. No tweets, no stories, no cleanup quotes.
A silent wallet. He cut off communication completely. That's right, Tyler Perry, the man who gave them a roof when no one else would, has officially walked away. And from the tone of his message, he won't be coming back. One of the most jaw-dropping moments in Perry's speech came when he revealed that Meghan tried
nothing, zero contact with the press. And for a woman like Oprah, who can shape narratives with a single Instagram caption, that silence was deafening. One insider claimed calls from Meghan's PR team: the absence of a statement is the statement. And when Oprah removes herself from your orbit, the industry notices. The fact that she hasn't defended Meghan publicly this time around tells you everything you need to know. Something shifted, and it shifted hard.
Did it feel like betrayal when you found out your father was working with the tabloids?
I'm just trying to decide if I'm comfortable even talking about that.
favourite little niece, Ashley. Meghan also sees she got no advice on royal protocol, forcing her to learn how to be a princess all on her own.
Joining this family, I knew that there was a protocol for how things were done. There's no class in some person who goes sit like this.
Backstage at the BET Awards, chaos reportedly erupted. Meghan was allegedly blindsided by Perry's comments. Multiple sources say she left the venue early, furious, red-faced, and ignoring handlers trying to calm her down. Staff described the vibe as radioactive. Tyler, he reportedly stayed cool, chatting with guests like nothing happened. That's the most brutal part. He knew what he was doing, and he didn't flinch. This wasn't a spontaneous outburst. It was planned. And Meghan, she's always prided herself on controlling the narrative.
Back of your head. This gruesome twosome only survived by cashing in on what's left of their royal status now. I said it before, I'll say it again tonight. King Charles should strip them of all their remaining titles and cast them out from any connection to the royal family. How could any of them trust them, as far as I could throw them? Because without it, they're just whining millennial windbags.
It was, if we're going to use the word betrayal, it's because when I asked him, which is also a really key point in all this, they don't report the news, they create the news.
Hours of this Netflix series paint a very different, far uglier picture of this country and our royal family.
So to have her financial situation aired out on stage, in front of cameras, stripped her of that control. Worse, no one in her corner spoke up. Not Tyler, not Oprah, not even Harry. She was alone. And when a carefully curated brand is built on image and alliance, being alone is the kiss of death. But what happened next showed this fallout wasn't isolated, it was contagious. Tyler Perry wasn't just a friend, he was the friend, the one who gave Meghan and Harry a literal safe haven, his Beverly Hills mansion. When the royal fallout first exploded, he protected them, backed them, and even agreed to be godfather. We want privacy. We want privacy. Alright, thanks for having us on the show. It's so awesome to be here, it's great. So let me start with you, Sam. You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it. To their daughter, Lilibet, that's not casual friendship, that's family. And yet, here we are. At the BAT Awards, he used his platform not to uplift, but to call out. And not with subtlety, with precision. When someone that close steps forward and puts you on blast in public, it signals something massive. It tells the world, I've had enough. It's betrayal wrapped in truth. People don't do that unless they feel misled or used. So for Tyler to take that shot at that moment in that setting means whatever Meghan owes isn't just financial, it's personal. He didn't just cut her off. He made sure everyone else knew he was cutting her off. That's a public severing, and you don't come back from that easily. The ripple effect was immediate. Within hours, agents and publicists were reportedly texting to about
an hour-long cab ride, never seen his grandchildren. This show is packed with the kind of spurious claims and hypocrisy that have become the Sussex signature. We learned they began making videos about their heroic journey 6 months before their Netflix deal was even announced, and right at the start of a pandemic that was killing.
Calling and panicking behind closed doors. A top agent allegedly told Variety, "We're all checking the escape clauses in our contracts." That's how serious it got. Hollywood doesn't wait for proof, it reacts to perception. And if Oprah's out, if Tyler's out, that sends a message. Run. And they are running. Multiple sources say streaming platforms are reassessing pending deals with Archwell. A talk show appearance allegedly got canceled the morning after. Speaking agents are dialing back bookings because once doubt creeps in, the money leaves. Brands are scared, studios are cautious. Nobody wants to be the next in line when another shoe drops. Meghan's association is starting to look like a liability, not an asset. And in Hollywood, the second you become risky, you become replaceable. Everything Meghan has built post-royal life, everything has been tied to public trust. The Archwell Foundation, with its glossy, charitable goals, the Spotify and Netflix deals wrapped in storytelling and social change, the speaking engagements sold on experience and elegance, it all hinges on one thing, credibility. But now that trust is cracking, if Tyler's accusations are real and Oprah's exit is real, then we're not talking about a minor PR hiccup. We're looking at a full-blown brand hemorrhage. Former allies are vanishing, donors are pulling back, sponsors are freezing funds, and when the perception shifts from global icon to financially unstable, people don't just hesitate, they vanish. Her team may try to spin it, but the truth is this: when your brand depends on admiration and you lose control of the narrative, recovery isn't guaranteed, especially when the ones breaking the story are the very people who helped build it. Harry is in one of the worst positions imaginable, caught between loyalty and reputation. If he publicly defends Meghan right now, he risks being dragged into the financial controversy himself. He could look naive, complicit, or worse, deceptive. But if he says nothing, that silence becomes its own betrayal. The Sussexes have always framed themselves as a united front, a partnership, a duo that left the monarchy together, stood against the media together, and rebuilt together. But this scandal could split that image in half. Insiders say Harry's team is in panic mode, trying to figure out how to protect him without blowing up the entire foundation of Archwell. There are whispers he's being advised to go solo for certain appearances, even rumors of him flying back to the UK solo, and if that happens, it won't just look like separation, it'll feel like collapse, because Meghan's drama isn't just hers anymore, It's his future too. Once Tyler Perry pulled back the curtain, everything started to unravel, especially when it came to money. Sources say multiple high-dollar donors immediately began reassessing their relationship with Meghan and Harry's charitable ventures. These aren't small-time contributors. These are the legacy builders, the funders who shape public narratives with their cash. Now they're asking tough questions. They want paperwork, receipts, line-item clarity, and until they get it, the checks aren't coming. It's not just about what Tyler said, it's about who believed him. In the world of philanthropy, perception is everything. Once trust is broken, wallets close like steel traps. No PR spin can fix that. Donors don't gamble with scandal. They walk quietly, swiftly, permanently. And for a foundation like Archwell, where public generosity fuels every project, that silence is lethal. If Meghan can't restore donor confidence fast, she's not just facing bad press, she's facing operational collapse. It started with a few companies skipping shoutouts. Then came the quiet edits to websites, the vanishing brand logos, the halted reposts, and now there's near total silence from the very brands that once flaunted their Archwell partnership. Like a golden ticket. This isn't random, it's intentional. Brands are built on optics, and right now, Meghan is bad optics. No company wants their name tied to public chaos or financial controversy, and when Oprah herself is allegedly pulling away, that's the bat signal for others to get out. These corporations aren't waiting for a scandal to fully break. They're protecting themselves before the headlines get worse. Because here's the truth, when you see your partner's name trending for all the wrong reasons, you don't call a PR meeting, you ghost. And that's exactly what's happening. This is corporate damage control in action. Meghan's support system is evaporating, and no one's saying a word. This isn't just a one-off fallout. This is the unraveling of an entire strategy Meghan spent years crafting. The talk show appearances, the magazine covers, the high-profile friendships. It was all part of a masterclass in image control. She wasn't just playing in Hollywood. She was trying to dominate it. But now, the phone calls are going unanswered. The invites are drying up. The once warm celebrity connections are dodging cameras and skipping red carpet mentions. Even her go-to media outlets are pulling back coverage or burying their praise behind other stories. It's not overt betrayal, it's worse. It's quiet rejection. The kind where you realize you've been cut off, and no one told you. Because in Hollywood, no one stages an exit. They just stop showing up. And right now, Meghan's carefully built power circle is ghosting her en masse. One connection lost, then another, and soon the entire web collapses. Here's where things go from bad to explosive. Whenever there's high-profile drama like this, the vultures circle, and the insiders, they talk. Former assistants, ex-publicists, old friends, even former supporters who feel betrayed. Whispers are already circulating that multiple parties have been approached by publishers, producers, and podcast hosts for one thing. Tell-alls, anonymous leaks are already hitting blogs. Cryptic TikToks are gaining traction. A former Archwell staffer allegedly told a tabloid, "There's so much the public doesn't know." And the most damning part? With Oprah now reportedly distancing herself, there's no longer a powerful shield keeping those stories at bay. She used to silence rumors with one phone call, but now the floodgates are opening. People who've been quiet are suddenly feeling emboldened. Because when the main players exit the stage, the understudies come out swinging, and they come armed with secrets. Expect leaks, expect exclusives, expect chaos. If Meghan and Harry want to recover from this, they have to act fast. But the longer they stay silent, the more control they lose. Reclaiming the narrative gets harder with every news cycle. One wrong step could cement their downfall. Because comeback windows don't stay open forever, and this one is about to slam shut. Oprah walking away. Tyler turning exposer, Hollywood recoiling. Meghan and Harry need a plan, fast. They can either counter with transparency and rebuild trust, or risk watching their cultural relevancy fade. The moment of truth is now. What will they do next? I want to know what you think in the comments. Are they done or just starting the rebuild?